Hi, I'm Will,
I'm Heather.
and welcome to the Movie File. Alright, so we just got out of The Forest, which is about the, and I know I'm not going to pronounce this properly, but the Akogahara Forest? I don't know. Some Japanese name. In Japan, which is, it's a real forest, and it's the most popular site in Japan for people to commit suicide, and it's the third most popular site in the world for people to commit suicide. This movie is about a woman who goes there in search of her twin sister who went missing there a week ago, and finds a whole lot of nasty hauntings in there, in the forest. So what did you think of it?
I didn't think much of it. I didn't like it. Watching the commercials from some other movie when it popped up, it looked like it might be interesting, but actually watching it, it's not. Some of the scenes they would show like leaves or something for no reason, and it's like, okay, why are you just concentrating on this for way too long? Other things were just weird. Some things were just expected, and yeah, the ending was kind of what you would think, but also just kind of dumb, and yeah.
Well, first and foremost, it was extremely boring. I felt like it was a lot more padded than it really needed to be. Well, it probably did need to be that to make it, barely an hour and a half. I mean, it's a really short movie, and it still feels padded. This is a story that, while the basic story, the premise is interesting, it seems like something that's more suitable for a television series like The Twilight Zone or Tales from the Crypt. Something that, that you can get in and get out in maybe a half hour or 45 minutes. It really didn't need to be a movie. There just wasn't enough there. And while a lot of the scares, most of the scares in the movie were just jump scares. There was nothing really substantial in the scary elements, and some of them fell flat. Some of the jump scares fell flat. A couple of them hit their mark. A couple of them really made you kind of like, ooh. But for the most part, some of them were predictable. A lot of them were predictable. There were a couple of instances where it was predictable. You knew a scare was coming, and it still makes you jump. And then there were a couple instances where you thought they were going to go one way, and you weren't really expecting another jump scare. You were expecting something more substantial, and then they give you a jump scare, so obviously that startles you because you weren't expecting it. Like there was the scene with the three ladies in the white. I was expecting them to like talk to her and not to just go "buh." So when they just went "buh," then you're like, oh crap, I wasn't expecting that. But none of the scares were lasting. This isn't a movie that is going to go home and give you nightmares, because there just wasn't enough there for that. It does have a nice little twist at the end, which I mean, it is what it is. It's something that, it's a direction you weren't necessarily expecting the movie to go in.
Oh, you thought it could.
Right. So, was it scary? Yeah, no, not at all. Not even really a little bit. There are definitely much better ghost movies out there than this one. Much better haunting movies than this one. Actually, the scariest part of this movie was the preview for The Boy. That looks like that would be the more interesting horror movie. But so yeah, that's what we thought. Let us know what you thought in the comments.
What do you rate it?
Oh yeah, probably a 1, maybe a 1.5 out of 4. It just really wasn't. There wasn't anything there. It was a very interesting premise that just wasn't done very well.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking maybe a 2, but then I was thinking, no, a 2's too high.
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
a 1.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, be sure to check out my full review for The Forest, including all spoilers at TheBlaze on Monday. Thanks for watching and have a nice day. Hi everyone. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Be sure to check me out on Facebook and Twitter. And don't forget to head on over to TheBlaze and check out my weekly column where I do movie reviews and general Hollywood industry commentary. You can find the links for all those things in the description below. Have a nice day.